Hello everybody and a warm welcome to Berringer, and I have a layout update for you, and today's theme is going to be general knowledge and also a couple of new locos added to the fleet. This isn't one of them, this is a Class 60 077, and I'll have a quick gripe and just to make you all aware, I recently sold some stuff on eBay, and one of them being a loco, and basically there are people out there on eBay who try and rip you off. So buyer beware and seller beware, that if you're going to sell anything on there, there are unscrupulous people out there who are willing to cash in on your stuff and your locos and things. So think long and hard before selling anything on there. After my recent experience, I shall not be selling anything else on there. So that's just my first little bit, but we'll get on to the main part of the update, which is generally a bit of everything. So here we are at Moorwood Station, and as you can see there is some work that has been started at Moorwood, and that's mainly the plastic cards that I've added. I haven't fitted the archways yet, and the white bits that you can see is just filler to fill in the gaps and to get rid of those. So I've made a start on that, and also along the edges of the platforms, and currently you can see my 2-car Diddy DMU parked up, and on the far side is my SEP. So I've now made a start on that. That's going to be continuing on through the week. I'm actually on holiday this week, so hopefully we'll be cracking on with a lot of work and getting a lot done. And as you sort of pan out, you see it all runs towards the end of the station, and obviously it's going to be painted up, but the card actually I'm going to probably leave as is, because that was the whole point of buying this card, is to give it this kind of effect. So I'm quite happy with it. This is an old Metcalf waiting room which I have, and I've just sort of stuck it on there to see what it looks like. I'm more than likely going to get rid of it and probably scratch build something else. And along the back here we're going to have probably a low relief sort of station, kind of something along there kind of thing. So over at the Berringer end, the town scene end, just a few bits and pieces done, nothing major done. A few bugbears. There was a bugbear that I had, which was basically as you run along here, and as you do it from the station, as you can see on the right here, we have a bit of blue here, which is basically some leftover sky from the back scene. Now before that I didn't actually have that, and it was just white and there was a bit of paint splattered on there, so it's kind of bugging me. And I kind of thought, well, if you're running a local on there, and your eye will get drawn to it, so I wanted to do that. So that's another small little bit of detail that I've done. The other bit of detail I've done is I've added some more sky along here to break up to go to the fiddle yard, and as you can see that kind of runs the same height as the back scene on the left, and it's just tapered off as well. So basically this is officially where the scenic section ends for Berringer, and then over here I found some use for my gates and things, and I've created this kind of little walk path, footpath along the back here, and that sort of gives the illusion that the walkers will just walk along the back of B&Q and sort of wander off around the back sort of thing, around an alleyway or something. So that's kind of how that's kind of panning out. Going into storage, the fiddle yard, I've made a start on that too. As you can see, it's just been painted up. It's nothing terribly exciting. It's also got a blue back scene on it, but that's just a plain blue piece of card, and that's pretty much what I wanted of it. If I just leave you on there for a minute. And basically it's just because it is a fiddle yard, I didn't want it to have this kind of put a back scene on there, because then it just seems like an extension of the scenery area, so I didn't really want to do that. On the top here we've got this bar, and that bar will be pretty much like what I had over at the far end, and that's pretty much going to be like that. It's going to be numbered. I've got some more numbers from what I had last time, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do exactly the same here. I'm going to repaint this in white, this bar that runs across, and then I'm going to mark it with the various numbers. Obviously I can only put the numbers up once the track's in position, and so we can see what the track plan is going to be like. So I mean, I've been doing a lot of work along here because it isn't just a cabinet for the railway, this is also just for storage as well. So although I've been doing a lot of work in this cabinet to get the storage sorted out, it has got, as you can see, there's a shelf on the top here, and then there's another one, there's more down below. So it's basically trying to incorporate all my needs into one cabinet basically, and it'll run all the way along here. I'm hoping it will get about a loco and 6 coaches, but I'm not overly certain. I think it's going to be more like a loco and 5, which is fine because it's pretty much what I was running before. But it's just another little bit of progress, and hopefully soon we'll get some track work down, and we'll be able to start parking trains up along here, and it'll be nice to actually have some storage in here and have all the trains out rather than sitting on shelves and things. I just kind of believe that if it's just sitting on the shelf and it's out of sight, out of mind, you never really use them. So I'm trying to get as much out as possible. So here's the first of my new additions to the fleet. I have 2, and they are both class 37s, and they're both Vi trains, 37s. They both have directional lighting. As you've probably noticed, there's a load of detailing missing off of this, but that's because it's all still sealed in the bag and I haven't actually got around to adding it yet. This is in the construction sector liveried, and quite frankly I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce it. In fact, what I will do is just show you the nameplate and you can try and pronounce it for yourselves, because it's Welsh, and my Welsh isn't exactly the best, as it were, so I don't know if that will pick it up, but yeah, it's a beautiful 47. It's 37429, and it's in this construction livery. Now the reason why I've got 2 is well, basically this particular one I've been eyeing up for some time at my local model shop. As it so happens, my local model shop are trying to get rid of all their Vi train stock, and a good quality Bachmann 47-37 is going around about £130 mark, roughly, give or take. Just to give you a rough idea how much a new one costs. This is actually brand new, but because he wanted to get rid of it, he wanted to sell it for a second-hand price, and basically this is bought brand new, even though it's sold at a second-hand price, for £50. And because I've been eyeing this particular loco up for some time, I almost bit his hand off for it, because it's just such a bargain. It's never been run, it's absolutely brand new, it's pristine, not a single mark on it, and for 50 quid you can't really go wrong, to be honest, especially at today's prices with locos. And it runs sweet, it's been tested, and yeah, and it's just absolutely beautiful, and I'm glad to have it in my fleet. And like I said, I've been eyeing this particular one up for some time, and I've always been putting it off, and now I've managed to get it, and at the price that I want to pay for it, so I can't go wrong really. The second of the 237s that I bought is another, as I said before, another Vi trains 37, and once again I haven't actually put the detailing parts on this one as yet. This one also has directional lighting on it, and it wasn't actually on the shelf. He was actually trying to get rid of all of his Vi train stuff, 47s and 37s, and he didn't have a blue one out on the shelf, but I did ask him on the off chance, and he did actually happen to have this one. And this is 37131, and it's actually a limited edition Vi trains 37, and it's just in the standard BR blue with the small arrows on it. And again, she runs sweet enough, and for the price that I paid, it's like I said, it's basically a buy one get one free really by today's standards, so it was well worth purchasing it. And I've always wanted one as well, because I've been eyeing up also the Bachmann version, because Bachmann had 37094 with just split head codes on it, and and so I've been eyeing that up for some time, but I was very lucky to get hold of this one. In fact, he's still got a number of 37s down there to sell off at these prices, and so hopefully if I'm lucky enough, I might even be able to pick up one more, but I'm not sure. We'll see how that goes. But once again, I'm very happy with this, and this is also a limited edition as well, which I think I may have said before. So all in all, progress as well, and hopefully as I go through the week, during my week off, hopefully I'll have more to tell you, and I'll get through more work, and hopefully not too in the not too distant future I'll have this part of the fiddle yard done. If I just pull out, and hopefully it will just be done, and I'll be able to store some locos and get them out of their boxes, and get the wagons and coaches out of their boxes too, and have them out on display so they can be run without me having to keep taking them in and out all the time. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please feel free to comment and subscribe, and once again, please beware of the shenanigans on eBay, because you don't want to end up having all that hassle that I've had with a loco. And my advice to you is it's probably best to try and sell these things either to other modelers within the YouTube that you probably trust, or otherwise just sell them to your local model shop. I mean, if you sell them to your local model shop, they'll just see it as it is and give you the price there and then, but at least you won't get the hassle of people trying to rip you off. So buyer beware and seller beware on eBay, and thanks for watching. Please feel free to comment and subscribe as always, and I will speak to you hopefully during the week with more of an update.